The Italian Grand Prix has always been a fun race to watch, but it is quickly developing a reputation for itself for giving us unexpected results. Last year, we had Pierre Gasly who won the race, and this year we had a McLaren 1-2. That too, after almost 10 years. In fact, more than 10 years. Hi, this is Nikhil the Geeky Nomad, and on this episode of the F1 Capsule, we are going to talk about the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. So, without further ado, let's get started! Okay, so let's talk about the Turn 1, Turn 2 incident that happened between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Well, in my opinion, the most important reason for this collision was the fact that both Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton were on opposite strategies. Lewis started the race on the harder tires and after his pit stop, switched to the yellow marked medium tires. That meant that he would have been faster around the track than Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen, on the other hand, started the race on the yellow marked medium tires and switched to the harder tires after his pit stop. But the fact that he was stationary for over 11 seconds gave Lewis the opportunity to go ahead of Max Verstappen after his pit stop. Lewis Hamilton's pit stop by no means was the fastest pit stop ever, but then it gave him an opportunity to get ahead of Max Verstappen. Both of them were almost side by side into turn 1. Lewis gave Max a car's width into turn 1, but then took the racing line into turn 2. You see, in most cases, the driver who is squeezed out will take the escape route and try to save his race. But because of the fact that Max knew that Lewis was faster, and in order to save his race, he tried to go into turn 2 side by side, which, as we all know, is a big no-no. He went over the sausage curbs on turn 2 and inevitably collided with Lewis Hamilton. This meant that both their races were over and the battle will continue in Sochi. Now that the leaders were out of the race, it was McLaren's race to lose. And Daniel Ricciardo did not disappoint. He took the lead of the race in turn 1 of the first lap and from there on continued to control the race till the end. He was supported well by Lando Norris, who ultimately decided to play the team game, giving McLaren their first 1-2 after over 10 years. And it was the return of the Shui on the podium, which Valtteri Bottas quickly evaded. Other than that, we had a few overtakes here and there down the leaderboard, but then nothing significant. Now there is a week's rest and then off to Sochi. So these were my takeaways from the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. If you haven't, do subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon. Until next time, this is the Geeky Nomad signing off. Bye bye.